Guys, this is sick. In this container, I have an epic surprise. What are you doing on my lawn? What is this? How dare you ring my doorbell? How dare you ding dong ditch my house, FedEx man. Guys, some of you may not have seen this coming, but when I saw this, I had to have it. What's this? Who knows what this is? So we'll check this out in a minute, but first, Megalodon is hungry. So there is the man of the hour right there, guys. Megalodon. Oh, and look at him tear that shrimp up. He's gotten so big and so beautiful. Look at the JD just came out and ripped himself a piece of shrimp. Pushing about 15 inches now. He is so solid, it's ridiculous. Look at him being nice and polite, one at a time. Oh, I love it. Look at that red tail. You gotta love it. He's really digging. The Jack Dempsey and Megalodon are like best of friends, and they love hanging out under this plant. So it ended up working out pretty perfectly here. But this is one of the monsters that's going to be going into our mega ponds, guys, to grow to an absolute beast. If you're unfamiliar with this fish, he will get upwards of 4 feet long. It's going to be insane. So guys, back to this little surprise. And if you guessed epic mini pond, you were correct. Yes, we are going to build an epic mini pond. We are about to transform the way this thing looks. Guys, this is sick. This is the definition of an epic mini pool pond. This is the smallest pool pond I could find on the internet. We're at about 100 gallons, 4 feet by 4 feet by 4 feet by 4 feet, 4, 4, 4, 4, all the way around. This thing's gonna be sick, and we are gonna use this for quarantining, capturing new pond predators. It's gonna sit next to our other quarantine pond because the ponds are about to go off the wall. This is our water volume is literally identical. 150 gallon pond, but I only run about 100 in it. Same right here, 100. You might be thinking this is kind of low. Aren't stuff gonna jump right out? Well, we're gonna build something sick out of bamboo right now. All right, you guys have seen me use this stuff before, this bamboo. This is what I'm gonna use to actually make the fencing around this pond. You know, we're gonna put the fencing around here, guys, because one of the first predators that's gonna go in here does have the tendency to jump because they are more of a topwater fish. They occupy the top of the water column, but it's gonna be such an exciting fish. It's gonna be awesome. So now I just got to get in here, overlap just a little, and then throw some zip ties through here. So I figured since we had it sitting around, we'd give this pond some sick lighting. So let's see how this thing lights up. Oh yeah. That's nice. I like that. That's like the perfect amount of light on that pond. That is going to be insanely perfect. And it just so happened to like perfectly sit right over the top of the pond. Definitely digging that. So over here, I've had this driftwood sitting out here baking for quite a while, and I think this piece right here, maybe a couple more of these small pieces would look really sick in that pond. Until we get the hose running, I'm gonna set it there for right now, because we do need to rinse that off because it has been sitting out in the elements. But yeah, we're gonna make this thing look cool. So what's gonna be super epic, guys, about this pond is we are gonna be able to get it up and running extremely fast. In this stock pond right here, I always keep a stack of giant 110 gallon size sponge filters ready to go at all times in here. So we're gonna have this thing up and running very, very quickly. All right, so we should now have water flowing into our brand new pond. But while it's doing that, I'm gonna work these folds down as much as I can. I don't wanna put too much pressure. Like I said, that plug's the only thing I'm worried about. Potentially having a leaking problem, but it may not be an issue, you never know. It won't be hard to fix. We can fix that with some seam tape if it does leak. The heat is a double-edged sword here. It's great because I don't have to run any heaters, but it sucks because it's hot. But as you can see, we got the pool filled to about 90% capacity, which is right about where I want to keep it. Got a sponge filter going, but I got to take that out and clean it because as you can see, there's not a lot of flow going through there, and there's a really big air pump behind that thing. That's actually running several sponge filters in here, but you can see it's filled up with water and almost ready for our mega fish. Pool pond is essentially ready to go. This new mini pool pond is sick. It's gonna house and grow out and quarantine some super sick predators, wild, exotic, oddball, whatever we can really get our hands on until we can put them into the bigger ponds. So, next time you see this pond, we will be putting something very epic that sits right down here at my feet. In this container, I have an epic surprise for you. I cannot wait to show you this. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe and stay tuned to the next video.